Good morning. This is Ian, CEO at Wheel for Wellness, and today I'm with Pen. So, hello, Pen.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you very much. I've had a busy morning already, so spending a bit of time slowing down with you, having a conversation about these things that matter to us is going to
Lovely.
be great. So, we'd like to start off with an idea of who you are and where are you?
Well, I'm Pen, and I am based in Maidstone and other areas around Kent. But yeah, mainly around Maidstone.
Have you always been around here?
No, I haven't actually. I grew up on the Isle of Wight.
Oh, did
If you know
you?
that is. Yeah.
Okay. Have you still got family there? Do you go back there?
No, I wasn't born there, but so my family aren't there. They're dotted around the place. But yeah, I was there for about, I think we were there for 12 years, so quite a long time.
Yeah, yeah. The prison you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, that's high security.
That was after being kicked out of Australia. Look, no,
Yeah,
we went to Isle of Wight last week. It was lovely.
it's
You're,
beautiful, yeah.
you're a bit about you then, right? So, what's your history in terms of career wise and how you've kind of found yourself into what you're doing at the moment, Pen?
Well, for most of my adult life, I was a midwife, worked in various areas around maternity, and ended up in the last few years working in the mental health part of midwifery because there's a lot of mental health that comes in when you're having a baby. And I was also the a specialist perinatal mental health midwife for a short time. It's a bit of a mouthful, which was very eye-opening. So I worked very closely with the perinatal mental health team, uh, who are mental health. They're a different trust. So
Did you know I've got a very dear friend that's a midwife. She's in America now, but did you kind of know that's what you wanted to do?
no, I didn't. It's like I wanted to do something around kind of caring, I suppose. Um, Thought about doing nursing, and then I was like, oh, what about midwifery? I went to a careers advisor, and he asked me about 10,000 questions, and a bit of paper came out at the end of it and said midwife. And I was like, oh yeah, that sounds lovely.
Well, this is amazing, and I've kind of got an idea now what you're going to be doing at 8 o'clock on Christmas Day. Um, so you literally did call the midwife, and you found yourself walking the path of midwifery. Yeah, okay, wonderful. And then that led to something else. So where are you today? And this is now in terms of Wheel for Wellness, the
Yeah.
experiences you're listing, and what you're doing to contribute now to wellness in this world.
Well, what I'm doing now, so just over 2 years ago, I escaped from the NHS or left the NHS, um, and I went into hypnotherapy actually. I've been a massage therapist for a long time. Didn't think I wanted to do that, but actually I love that now. So I really do a lot of massage and I do hypnotherapy, and I actually like to use them together, not at the same time, but they
Okay.
are lovely complementary. They work so nicely together in
How,
terms of
how does that work then? Give us an idea of how that works.
what when I say working together, I work very much with women as perinatal for that sort of period of time, because that's a difficult time when you have a baby and then you're kind of left to hold this baby and what the hell do I do with it, sort of thing. And also there's so many other things that come into it. So I help very much around the birth and with hypnotherapy, but also bringing massage in. So they both work on the same thing. They both help the mind and the body. So they both help emotionally and physically, and but in very different ways. So it's really nice to bring them in together to do what they both do, and sort of really sort of embed that that wellness for my clients.
Does it kind of feel like everything you've done up to this point has been leading up to this point that you
Yeah.
started 2 years ago? Does that kind of that feel about it that,
Yeah, it really does now. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And the reason I say that is I've got multiple conversations with people like yourself, Pen, and who have been into something for X amount of years and tried this, tried that, and then it's kind of led to this point of what they're into. Whether it's the yoga or whether it's some sort of
Mm,
meditation or whatever it is, and there's a kind of settlement to it as well. It's like, I'm there now, and then it's now trying to find ways to get it out into the world and connect to people, which is what we're
exactly.
trying to do because we want it to happen, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so what you're describing sounds great. So somebody comes to you then, what they're going to experience. They phone you up, what they found your Wheel for Wellness, they make that connection, they give you that call, you have that exchange. They've seen this video, so they know they're going to meet. What's the next step then? What's your working sort of way?
So my working way is really to talk to them about maybe having a few sessions with me, um, spread out over, a few weeks, and really focusing on what the issue is in particular, and that can be quite general or quite specific.
Hmm.
And I would, if they were thinking that they would need some hypnotherapy to help kind of reduce any anxiety, take away fears, all of that sort of thing, I would definitely focus the sessions around the hypnotherapy, but I would have at least two with a massage. I'm also do pregnancy massage as well, so that helps with the hypnobirthing and the
Mm.
pregnancy massage when you're pregnant, obviously. So because they tie in so well together in terms of connecting, like we're so disconnected from the earth, from nature, I don't know, all that sort of stuff. So, and
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah,
ourselves, I
yeah.
think, from
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean that kind of language, disconnection, but ways to make connection. But absolutely, going for a walk in the forest, barefoot in the
Yeah.
grass, in the garden. I mean, these are all things that we've just somewhere along the line has been made unimportant, and isn't it?
Yeah.
And yet something's happening, and people are going, do you know what? It's all right to go running around the garden in bare feet. It doesn't matter. It's what you're supposed to be doing. you know. So all this, right? So look, great. So Pen, are you doing any online stuff, or are you just working solely in person? What's your preference?
Um, well, obviously for the massage, that would be in person, but with the hypnotherapy, I do both.
You do.
And to be perfectly honest, it's a real preference with people. I have some clients that are purely just online,
Mm.
and I have some clients that say, "Oh no, I don't want to do online. I'd rather see you in person." And then they might do one online as they get to know me, because for
Yeah,
convenience sake.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I like both really. I think they're both you can get a connection either
Yep,
way.
yep, absolutely.
So,
It's a thing. It's a real thing. Something happens in it,
yeah.
and now that we've kind of come out of the COVID period and people discovered, doing online in the new ways, people keep doing it. So it kind of says what it does. So no, that's great. So that means that anybody in the world can come into We Offer Wellness. They can find you
Yeah.
and make that connection. And people do come and find Pen. Come be part of what we're doing. So Pen, to finish up with. We've been asking providers when we do these chats for a wellness tip,
Mhm.
and all will be revealed. But have you got one for us that you can share, please?
I have my wellness tip is to take a few minutes either every day or every other day to just sit, turn your phone on silent or even better turn it off, sit in a room with no screens and just daydream and let your mind just go and just daydream like we used to in the old days. Daydream, empty your brain, empty your mind, and just see where it takes you.
Yeah, and that's the reason as a technique to empty out to create space for something
Yeah,
else. Love that. Love the
yeah.
simplicity of it. Flowed lovely. So thanks for doing that. Thanks for doing this today. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
part of We Are for Wellness, because we are growing something and building something,
Yeah,
because
it's brilliant.
you, like me, want to see this in the world and we can do it
Yes.
together. So, Pen, thank you ever so much for this today. And people, please do come into We Are for Wellness, find Pen, look for some of those keywords that Pen's been referring to, hypnotherapy, pregnancy massage, and all these sort of things. And Pen's waiting for you. So, thanks ever so much, Pen.
Thank you.